Hello Canterbury and welcome to Canterbury Live on Wednesday, the 2nd of December. I hope you're wearing something quite loose today because it's going to be around 30 degrees. It's going to be so balmy. Rightio, thank you for joining us today on Canterbury Live. Hey, just because we can, a little bit of trivia, 10 of the most expensive, useless things that you really don't need. So let's start things off. Do you love chocolates? Well, this is an extreme box of chocolates. Here we go. It has chocolate masterpieces from the world's best confectioners. It has the box natural yellow and blue emeralds and sapphires from Simon's Jewelers Company in New York. The value is $1.5 million. Now, I hope you savour every one of those chocolates. Rightio. Next up, cell phones are not cheap, are they? But this is the most expensive cell phone. It is a smartphone diamond crypto from designer Peter Olofsson. It is made of platinum and pink gold. It obviously is bejeweled with many brilliant diamonds. It costs $1.3 million. You do not want to be dropping that down the toilet, do you? Unexpectedly. Right, next up. Parking space, you know, you've heard me go on and on about it around Christchurch. It's expensive. Try living in Manhattan. For this particular park, that's right, it's 5 by 2.5 metres. It will cost you just a little $250,000 each year. There we go. My goodness. But then again, those cars that are parked in there, they probably can afford it. Do you love pizza? Well, could you afford a slice of this pizza? It is made by Nino's Bellissima Pizza in New York. The stuffing consists of cream fish, chive onions. It has lobster, caviar. It feeds 8 people, each pizza, and will only cost you $125 a slice. Well, I hope you savour it. If it's nothing like my children, it certainly wouldn't last long. Okay, handbags. Love my handbags. It is made by Ginza Tanaka in Japan. It's made of brilliant platinum. It's decorated with 2,182 brilliant diamonds. The price tag, $1.6 million. I guess it's a handbag for the girl that really does have everything. Everything. Tequila, do you like tequila? Personally, I try to stay away from it, but anyway. The beautiful bottle that we have there is made of platinum and white gold. It is the most expensive bottle of alcohol in the world. It is worth $150,000. You'd savour every little drop, wouldn't you? Now, cricket is about, at the moment, cricket balls. How much would you spend on that cricket ball? Actually, you could put it on my Christmas tree, really. These were produced to award to the best players at the Cricket World Cup in 2007. Each ball is decorated with 5,000 diamonds. They're each worth $68,000. Bit extreme. Now, tallies have come down in price, haven't they? You can get some really good deals. This one, though, is $130,000. That's right. And it is decorated in white gold and 20 carat diamonds. Rightio. Next up, do you like a nice cup of tea? Well, this is a tea bag to the extreme. PG Tips is the British company on tea manufacturing, of course, and this one is handmade and decorated with 280 diamonds, which explains the price tag of $14,000. That's taking the whole cup of chai to another level. My goodness. Rightio. Last but not least, you could buy this for your cherubs at Christmas, the most expensive toy. It is made by the Japanese jeweller company Ginza Tanaka, and it's a tiny version of a favourite Japanese robot Gundam. It weighs 1,400 grams in weight, 13 centimetres in height. It is worth $42,000. Would you buy it for your child? Probably not. Will you let them play with it? Probably not either. Did you need to know any of that? No, you didn't, but it was a nice little bit of trivia, wasn't it? Rightio. Hoyt's movie tickets, we have some movie passes to give away. Thank you very much to the Hoyt's team. And this original painting from Ira Mitchell Kirk. Remember, our last show is on the 18th of December, so you haven't got long to enter, but it is just a little bit gorgeous. Actually, my first guest could put it in her new home, but we'll get to that very shortly. What's coming up on today's show? Talking about bling, we headed out to Oakley's to look at tapware. Now, if you didn't think that was very exciting, you didn't see this. We have the 007 of tapware. Gorgeous gold chrome, just a bit lush. And the Christmas parade happens this Sunday. We have a very special guest. Yes, Peppa Pig is here. Ira Mitchell-Kirk is in to talk about her wonderful new piece and what she's been up to. But first, she's just jetted in from Sydney. I think she caught up with Taylor Swift. Maybe she did. Ian Stone.
She's pretty cool, isn't she?
She is pretty cool.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh my goodness. What did you say, 76,000 were at the concert?
Yeah, 76,000 people. Isn't that amazing?
I'm just trying to calculate how much the ticket price is. I mean, she puts on a credible show though.
Absolutely. The tickets were that we had were $100 each.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were like a long way up in the stand. You know, so we weren't exactly in the premium VIP seats. I'm thinking they would have been $200 or $300.
But just to be there though.
I know.
Just to be there. Hey, and summer's about today, 30 degrees today. Extreme.
I know.
So let's talk about fashion going forward for summer.
Sure.
White. I wore white just for you today, love.
You look great. You know, white, like from head to toe. I saw this in Sydney over the weekend. Or everywhere I went, even lots and lots of white shoes as well. But definitely,
white shoes.
Yeah, white floaty dresses, white oversized tops.
We've got some images here.
Everything was
pop
white.
them up on screen. There we go.
Yeah, and just, you know, beautiful dresses and lots of lace white dresses as well. So if you've got anything like that in the wardrobe, bring it out now. And
Love it.
I really like how they've teamed it up here with the tan colour as well, because it just elongates the leg that little bit more too.
Do we have to be tanned to wear white?
Well, I'll tell you what, it does make you look a lot better if you do have a little bit of colour.
Healthy.
And you know what I use on my legs, like the Sally Hansen spray-on legs.
I know, I can't believe it.
Yeah, just when it's really hot like today, you know, I'm in and out of the car, in and out of meetings. So sometimes I wear hosiery, but on the off days, I put Sally Hansen. Now, you can spray it straight onto your legs, or else I spray it onto my hand, and then I rub it into my legs like a moisturiser.
Yeah.
And what it does is it gives me colour, instant colour. The trick is to make sure before you go to bed at night to have a shower, otherwise you'll wake up and your lovely sheets will be rather tanned.
Oh my goodness.
But it does wash out though. Yeah.
Cool. Love that, Sally Hansen. It's a great tip today. Okay, next up, tan. No, not everyone can wear tan, can they?
Well, this is the thing about this colour, you know, and you can see here that Kim's got two different tones of tan. So everyone can wear every colour under the rainbow. It just depends what the undertone is, whether it's really dark or really light.
Okay.
So obviously the girls that are like darker, like you and I and Kim, you know, opt for the darker tan. I think you need quite a bit of makeup, whereas the blondies can look really fabulous in this more lighter tones that you can see here, the more golds kind of coming through. But this colour, like when I was in Europe a couple of months ago, this was everywhere, girls. If you want to update your wardrobe, this is the colour to be going for. And this will be big for winter as well. But it is right on trend right now.
So you could carry maybe a couple of pieces through.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I love this here. I saw this in Sydney, and I think I talked to you about it, didn't I?
You did.
This whole laser cut, leather sort of boho thing going on.
Yeah, it's
this
almost,
is fun.
Yeah, this is really cool. The fringing is everywhere, on bags, on coats, on ponchos like this. Like, fringing is huge. It's that boho kind of look. Boho is in big time. Like, my daughter was busy like buying this kind of stuff, like a little bit hippie, but very boho and
showing
very
your
fresh.
age. It's come around again. I remember when it came around the first time.
It's a real classic, like real Aztec designs, like what you can see here, and like the play suit was everywhere. The wide leg pant is for that girl that's very much high fashion, on trend, and the hats.
I love the big hats.
Yeah.
We've got them. I love my big hat.
We should wear them out more.
Someone said that I look like a witch, just quietly.
No,
Don't look like a witch.
not at all.
Witch him in a minute.
Do you
but
know,
anyway.
I think just be confident, girls, and adore a hat. And, you know, like right now we need summer hats, but even to go to a winery.
Right, we'll have to get this quickly through. Strappy shoes. I'm a little bit scared of these.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, these were everywhere in Sydney. The more straps that are wrapped around your legs. Girls, you just got to make sure that you have quite a fine leg when you're going to do this, okay? And, you know, be careful with the toes that kind of come through at the other end as well. Always make sure that you've got a pedicure on board. But be mindful of where that ankle strap actually sits on your ankle as well. You can see on the far right-hand side, that's quite low on her ankle, which is quite flattering, rather than high as well.
Okay, and last but not least, we had a conversation about this.
Yes.
The whole ripped jeans. You said, don't you dare. But
do you know, I put them on, I take them off, I put them on, I take them off. The key is you've got to wear them with heels. Okay, otherwise you're just going to look like you've come out of the Glad bag. And I think a really great amount of makeup as well, like really hammered up, beautiful bright lipstick, make sure your hair's done. Yeah, absolutely. Like you want to look a bit chic, otherwise you look really messy.
And do you think you need to have the top more fitting than the pants?
Yeah, totally. Especially if you've got the big boyfriend oversized ripped jeans on, nice top, nice and tailored into the body.
Yeah, you know what I love, and it's going back.
Yeah,
bodysuits.
Oh, I know.
I love bodysuits.
I saw heaps of them in Sydney.
Oh, of course you did, love.
But they're coming back.
Okay.
Revival.
Hey, good seeing you, sweetheart. Take care. There are more wonderful tips. I know, all that advice, just love it. Just want to go out and start shopping, don't we? Rightio, after the break, Ira Mitchell-Kirk is in here with me and a bit of tap dancing, maybe not. We're out at Oakley's. See you soon.
Streets covered white with snow. Happy smiles everywhere you go. It's Christmas night.
To spend Christmas on Christmas Island.
Well, I haven't entered into a karaoke bar, but I'm here in a bathroom with Karen Smith. Karen, this is very stylish, but it is actually a shower head, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, you can actually use that in the bath. You can use that for washing your dog. Anything really. Yeah.
Very glamorous. Today though is all about the tapware, toilets and bathrooms, but first we're going to talk about the incredible powder room that we're in at the moment and this beautiful chrome look. It's gorgeous.
It's copper. And this is this particular design was designed by a man called Arnie Jacobson, and he designed all these fittings in 1968. So this has been going for 47 years. So it's really amazing what good design does, and good timeless look. It just goes on and on.
In this bathroom though, the chrome is like a feature. Is that what you're finding with tapware? Is that what's on trend at the moment?
Yes, you don't have to have chrome per se. There's a lot of other colours as well. So in this Vola range, they actually have 17 colours plus. We're going to look at them too. The beautiful metallics as well, which is a new exclusive.
Well, I don't know about you, Karen, but I mean, I love things to look really good, but they need to be practical as well.
Yeah.
Is Vola practical as well as being gorgeous?
Beautiful, and it's very functional, easy to use, and it's very sound, solid, and really good quality. So for me, it's a real winner.
Okay, so what are some tips that we should be thinking about with our tapware for our homes?
With tapware, you've got to think about where you want taps coming out from, whether you want them out of the walls, coming out of the floor, because all that has to be plumbed for and thought through. So if you build, the drain layer has to know what you're doing, and your builder has to know what you're doing as well. So they've set everything up for drains and that sort of thing. So for example, a lot of vanities are off the floor, so you can't take the drain down through the floor anymore. You've got to take it out through the wall. So it's all in the layout. So it's all got to be thought through.
So layout is key when you're thinking of planning.
Yes, yes,
okay.
To know where everything's going and what the fitting is, and that's before you start building.
So when we come to selecting our taps, should we have a style in mind?
Well, it would depend on the style of your home and what sort of feeling you want to run with. So it would come down once again to family, who's using it, whether you wanted it to be a glam sort of a look, whether you wanted it really practical. But we're actually finding a lot of people are going quite upmarket in their bathrooms. It's a bit like the whole bathroom and kitchen thing. So people are really getting into beautiful bathrooms and beautiful fittings.
Well, and even 007 could actually shop here as well. And I think we'll go out and have a check out the 007 kit of tapware. Yes, and I have my gun loaded with Karen Smith. This is the extreme, isn't it, of tapware?
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's the new metallic range. It's from Vola, and there's 7 new colours, exclusive colours. So this is what all this is about, showing you don't have to have chrome anymore. You can actually have metallic blacks, the copper that you've seen, and all sorts of other interesting colours.
They're just divine.
Yeah.
And these are all available here at Oakley's.
Absolutely.
So when we're actually picking a tapware, what should we have with us? Our plans?
Absolutely. Have your floor plan with you, and also just have your wits about you as to what sort of actions and things you want on a tap. So for example, you might find that that is a good action for some people. Other people need bigger levers. Say for example, some farmers, they need quite big chunky handles and things to operate taps.
Okay, some good practical advice there. So bring in your floor plan, know what kind of style or where you want to go with it as well.
Yeah, and actually try the actions of things. Yeah,
that's a good advice. One thing seeing it in a magazine, another thing actually coming in and actually touching and feeling. Rightio, I feel I've loaded my gun, the tapware. I think it's time to do some picking. Thanks, Karen. Some great advice today.
Thank you.
Oh, very excited. I'm heading there today actually to pick my taps. I don't know how I'm going to get on. Ira Mitchell Kirk, I'm a little bit excited because you've bought yourself your own dollhouse.
I know, my own Wendy house, finally. It took to almost 50, but it's adult size, so it's okay. I'll be able to fit people in there and teach them how to paint.
And this, so it's going to be your studio?
Yes, yes.
How brilliant!
I know, I'm so excited.
And it's being made locally?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that is really cool. So next year you will be hosting classes then in this?
Yeah, starting December 21st, so I thought I'd get a few days in before Christmas if people want to drop their kids off and go and do some shopping.
Oh, you're brave, aren't you?
Oh, well, it's fun. I get to paint.
Yeah, that's right. And the kids coming along when they want to do it and they're creative, and it gives them a good outlet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What a cool way of doing, you know, what a great thing to fill in time and making a piece of art, especially just before Christmas. Now, the art. You've sent in some beautiful pieces to us, but this has to be my favourite.
Really?
And we've come to the end of the year for December, but it is stunning. Tell us about it.
Well, it was freesias. I'm very lucky. I have a daughter that often turns up and brings me flowers, and it was freesias, so I thought, good, I'll paint those.
Love freesias.
Yeah.
But it's just so thick and lush. I mean, the camera doesn't do justice, unfortunately, but if you see it close up, it's just lush and just the strokes is just
It's
beautiful.
painted with a palette knife rather than a paintbrush, so that's why I just...
That wonderful textures that's available. Now, last time you came in, you had a charity, bone marrow, the bone marrow transplant, the charity, and you were going to paint there. So how much money did you raise?
Just over 1,000, yeah. So I painted while the people were having dinner. It was the Christchurch Golf Club, and yeah, they were watching and did that in 30 minutes.
And what did you create?
Poppies.
Oh,
yeah.
you love your poppies,
I
don't
do
you?
like my poppies, and they're very easy to paint fast.
Well, this is it, and that's the wonderful thing about you, Ira. You love giving back, and you are open to actually go to charities, charity dinners now, and actually sit there and paint.
Yeah.
People must get on board on the buzz of it, do they?
Yeah, people, because I'm in art all the time, I don't realise people don't see art happening. They always see these very smooth, finished, framed products, but for them to see it, they're quite shocked actually, which is good.
It is great.
Yeah.
So what are you doing for Christmas?
Well, I'm going away just before Christmas. I have some paintings in Dunedin for another show, for some Christmas shows, so I have to pop down there in 2 weeks. And over Christmas, just at home, we're doing a house, got a new roof this week, and then we've got to paint the house.
So it's all painting for the house, inside the house and on the house.
I want to paint big flowers, but I'm not allowed. It has to just be a flat colour. So. I know, right?
Whatever. Though, thinking for Christmas, though, you just talked about the wonderful art classes for the children. Christmas, a great time to go out and splurge for your children to inspire them to do art, isn't it?
Oh, I
gifting.
think so, yeah. The thing about that is I do get the children to meditate for a couple of minutes, so they're present, and the phones are off, and then they actually, time flies, and that's what I enjoyed as a child. Time just flies by because you're so, you know, you're mindful and you're there, and children don't have that a lot. They're so distracted, so that's one of the things I give them as they're learning to paint as well, or draw.
I keep you the moment. Hey,
Yeah.
sweetheart, it's our last time this year. Thank you for this beautiful painting that
You're
we'll be giving away.
welcome.
18th of December is our last day, so people don't have long to get in. Look forward to doing all again next year.
Yeah.
Have a very Merry Christmas.
Same to
And
you.
enjoy that big doll's house.
Yeah, I
Your
will.
studio. Good on you. Hey, stay with us after the break because we're not going to the dogs, we're going to the pigs. Yes. Peppa Pig joins me. It's the Christmas parade happening this Sunday.
Well, he lives up in the mountain like a hermit in the cave. He never had a haircut, never took a shave.
Want for Christmas is my two front teeth, my two front teeth, my two front teeth.
Do pigs have teeth? They do, don't they? Does Peppa Pig have teeth? She's not saying much, is she? Pam Morris, it's another year.
Yeah.
Hey, how did that happen?
Goes quick, doesn't it?
It does go quick. I love your headpiece today. I'm
Isn't
feeling
it
a bit
cute?
underdressed
Some
for
little
you.
guy gave it to me.
Some little guy. What a little elf. Peppa Pig, isn't she beautiful?
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. Who created her costume?
Some little person in China.
Well, fair to say, love, it probably wasn't one little person, it was probably a whole factory. Oh, well, it's all good. But who is Peppa Pig? Educate us. My children are well past this stage.
Well, I don't know much about it. She's just flown in. But I'm glad she's
So
here.
pigs fly?
Yeah, but haven't you seen in the parade? We've got Miss Piggy. She's got, that's your mate, Miss Piggy. She's got her own aeroplane. We call it Pig Air.
You're not
Obviously.
very animated, Peppa Pig. You need a bit of life in your love. You shake your hands around. Are you excited about Christmas? Are you excited? You are? Oh, that's good. That's great. We won't talk about Christmas dinner, will we?
No.
No, let's not talk about Christmas
I
dinner.
think the pork might be off the menu. Yeah.
Nothing like a bit of pork belly, love. Let's talk about the Christmas parade.
Yep.
It's a well-oiled machine, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we think it is. This Sunday, we've got about 133 entries.
Oh,
Got something for everyone, lots of characters. Peppa's brought a few friends, and I think the kids are going to really enjoy it. Yeah.
but it's not just for the children, though, is it? I mean, the families love it, don't they? The adults love it as well, just the atmosphere.
Yeah, you've got to have something for everyone. I've got, the monster trucks for dads and the Latin girls for the dads, and for mum, there's something for everybody. Yeah. Well, you have to do that, otherwise people aren't going to come, are they?
No, well, no, that's true, that's true. But for those that don't know, I mean, this year, you're working on it all throughout the year, aren't you?
I do.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it? It doesn't stop. It's just moving into the next year to the next year.
Yeah.
Do you have that pressure on that you have to take it up another level each year?
Yeah, try to. We've got to have the funding for it, and we struggle sometimes with the funding. But we do, every year we try and enhance 2 or 3 floats. Because I did do a survey, and the children still want the nursery rhyme floats, which we have. Every year I try and enhance at least 2.
Okay.
But to build a new float, that's a lot of money. It's about 20,000. So that's why we bring in the characters.
Yeah.
And it costs a lot of money to bring some of the characters in too.
Well, we've got a float. So what have we got this year for CTV?
You've got the Animal Party band float, which is good.
Will Peppa be making a performance?
Because you've got the rotunda, and I understand you've got entertainment on it.
Wow, really?
Someone must be able to sing around here.
Really? Okay. I'm sure we can put a couple of wooden spoons together.
Another thing I've got...
Oh, Marianne, actually I did hear
Yeah.
Marianne's got a pole and she may be doing some dancing around it.
She's good at that.
Yeah, she is quite good
I've
at
seen
that.
it.
I'm sure that could work.
3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. Well, yeah.
I have got Yulia back, by the way, if anyone remembers Yulia.
Oh, yes.
The Russian singer.
Yeah.
She's been living in Australia, and she's going to be singing on Father Christmas's float this year.
Oh, I bet you'll be sitting on his knee as well. Now, happening this Sunday, you do have a website, so we can find the details of where the good vantage points and things are like that. ChristchurchSantaParade.co.nz, which is fab.
Yep.
I'm not going to ask you where the best place is because it's all good. And you've got to get in early, haven't you?
I do find that it's not so thick between Euston Street and Matapo Street. Everyone seems to go to the start and finish, and then it gets just too clogged up.
Yeah.
Just stretch out, because it's the same thing right through.
And be patient.
Yeah.
Don't get grumpy at people. People get grumpy.
Yeah.
Don't they, Pam?
Especially the parents.
Yeah, I know. You just got to chill out. It's Christmas. Just
Actually,
relax
I never see
and
the parade.
embrace it. What's that, darling?
I've never seen the parade.
Well, I hear it's quite good, and thank you for putting it all together. That's right. Peppa Pig, have a very Merry Christmas. Will you do a big wave to the camera to all those wonderful children at home that just love Peppa Pig? Good on you, Pam, and thanks for doing what you do.
Yeah.
What we do without you?
Probably a lot better.
Oh, jeez, mate, you're trying to say yourself. Rightio, thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow we have an absolute legend here. Doug Caldwell joins me, and Sarah Chisnell, Phyllis Brown with some more wonderful advice. Have a fantastic Wednesday. Keep cool. Keep cool. It's going to be 30 degrees, a hot one. Bye from Peppa Pig. See you.
Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it